because this is a big moment in your lives. Like this is a huge transition point. And I think especially this year, given that your transition out of high school has been so strange and your transition into Kenyon is unlike any transition into Kenyon any incoming class has ever had. There are so many unknowns. And one of the things that I would encourage you to think about and to feel your way through, it's not just like what's happening in your head, it's also what's happening in your heart and your emotions and your body. Really feel your way through that transition. Like transitions are hard, even when everything is going right. Transitions are really difficult. And so, one of my big pieces of advice always is, take a step back, slow down, sit quietly for a minute. I thought about actually having us do just a minute of silence as part of my time, and I decided not to do that. But like if you're watching this on the replay, hit pause and sit quietly for a minute or so and just see what it does for you. This may be a moment that's really a tender moment in all kinds of ways for you and your loved ones and your friends and your family. And I try not to be afraid of that. Right. And some of my thinking about transition moments and some of the things that I've just said come down to one of my really big pieces of advice about intellectual life and just life at Kenyon, which is to see everything as a learning opportunity. And so all the things I've been encouraging you about, those are emotional learning opportunities and relationship sort of focused learning opportunities. Like this is your life. Right. So I would say, be careful about thinking like, oh, this pandemic, my life was supposed to go this one way and now it can't. It's still your life. This is it. It's not like we're not on hold until the pandemic goes away or until the world is a better place. So see things as learning opportunities, really nourish your curiosity. I think this is really important when you think about distribution requirements. Try not to see your distribution requirements as things that you just have to get through. Like there are chances maybe to discover a passion you have no idea you have. And I think one of the challenges of college life is trying to figure out how to find out the things you don't know you don't know. So in some ways, ideally, you're going to graduate from Kenyon with more questions than you have right now, which I think is complicated and a difficult thing to get your head around. I think I have more questions now than I did when I graduated from Kenyon, and that was a long time ago. So while you're here, and I mean that while you're on campus, but also while you're in the Zoom space or in the Google Meet space, that really think about how you're going to go about finding the people who can help you think through the things you want to learn, the things that you want to learn you don't know yet. Cultivate mentors while you're here. And ideally, your faculty advisor could be one of your mentors, but we might not be. As hard as Dean Hawks works, he may not have paired you with someone you're going to hit it off with and really resonate with in a lifelong way. He might have. And it's really important that you keep your eyes and ears open and really, seek out the people you think are going to be important for you in one way or another. You collect us, like just sort of gather people together, because the same person may not be your mentor for all things. And I'd say also keep in mind that you're coming to this place not just as you like atomized individual person. You could stay at home and be an atomized individual learner. You're coming to Kenyon to be part of a community. And that's something that brings a lot of responsibility with it. And it's especially something that brings a lot of responsibility with it in this moment. And so I think you'd be gentle with yourself, be careful with yourself, be responsible with yourself. And I'm talking about like physically, I'm talking about emotionally, I'm talking about intellectually. Like really think about what you're doing and think about all the other lives that you're about to touch. And that's, I hope, an exciting thing and a humbling thing and a curiosity making thing. It's something that makes you feel more excited to come here, not like less excited to come here. And I'll pause there. I think I have a list as long as my arm of other things I would like to throw at you, but I suspect I will find places for them later.